Welcome back to Game On, where we use sports to talk about anything and everything related to mental health. So, in most sports, there are commentators, some form of commentators, and typically there are two types of commentators. There's the person who does the play by play, and the person who does the color commentary. So, take, let's say, basketball. We're in the NBA Finals right now, so it's pretty relevant. So you have one person whose job is to describe exactly what they're seeing. So the person who's viewing or the person who's listening, if it's a radio, to be able to get an image of this is what's going on. So and so passed the ball to so and so. This person stole it. They dribbled down the court. They dunked it. That is a description of what was happening. As opposed to the color commentator, their job is not to describe what's going on, but to then analyze it, to give some sort of assessment or perhaps a judgment of what happened. Well, the player got distracted or their eyes were not where they're supposed to be, and they didn't focus, and it was an errant pass. It was a poor pass. They didn't have vision of the floor. And the defender, they had great vision, and they jumped at the right time. And they must have studied the player to see the tendencies of how they pass, so on and so forth. This was good, this was not so good, giving their assessment of what was going on. Now, how does this apply to us? This applies to us because there is an overwhelming tendency to jump straight to color commentary in a situation, and it tends to be negative. So, in an interaction with someone, I might jump to a color commentary, a judgment, a negative judgment on something that happened, something I did, something else, something that someone else did, and make it negative without having all the facts. Or the facts that I have do not determine one way or another. And so sometimes what we'll try to do is, let's do more play-by-play first. Let's focus on what we actually know. This is what we actually know. We know that this took place, this happened, this is what was said, this was what was not said, this is what the email said, whatever it was. Those are the facts. Now pause. Stop. Take a step back. And now consider what are plausible explanations, all the plausible explanations for what happened before I jump to, oh, it was all my fault, or this means X, Y, and Z, and I put all this meaning to it, and this is what they were thinking, and this is what was implied by it, and this is what was meant, and this is what's going to happen because of it. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's all color commentary. That's all me applying my analysis, my judgment, my predictions because of what I see. So first, let's try to stick with play-by-play only, and only after that, take a step back and objectively try to identify what are all the possible explanations, outcomes, determinations, perspectives, whatever word you want to use, of the situation. Some of them may be negative, some of them less negative, and then decide what the commentary is supposed to be. All right. I hope you appreciated that and have a wonderful day.